Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to focus on some algebraic concepts like equations, functions and inequalities. Let's straight away go to the exercises, and throughout each exercise I'm going to explain something for you. Make sure to take notes and copy the important questions into your copybook. Solve these linear equations. Question 1, let's just solve this. X plus 5 is equal to 12. To solve this, solve means keep x alone on a side. Then this x here is not alone, so we need to send this plus 5 to the other side. Or in other words, we can say minus 5, both sides. Then this minus 5 will cancel this. What's remaining on the side is only x plus 12 minus 5 is 7. X is equal to 7 is the solution of question 1. Question 2, we have 2x is equal to 16. 2x is equal to 16. You can think like 2 times which number is equal to 16, or this 2 with the x is in multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is divide. So divide both sides by 2. Then this 2 will be cancelled. What's remaining here is only x. 16 divided by 2 is 8. This is the solution. Question 3. We have 4 plus x is equal to 21. Then what we have to do, we need to get rid of this 4, then minus 4, both sides. What's remaining is x is equal to 21 minus 4 is 17. Question 4, 4x is equal to 2. So 4 times which number is equal to 2? You can say that it's 1 over 2, or if we want to solve it properly like these questions, 4x is equal to 2. Then we want to get rid of this 4. So both sides divide 4. Then you can say x is equal to 2 over 4. And 2 over 4 could be simplified. That gives x is equal to 1 over 2. The same idea is repeating over and over. That's why I'm skipping some questions. So the skipped ones are your task. Question, let's do 5. 5 is close to the one that we just did. Question 5, x over 5 is equal to 2. Then we need to get rid of this 5. This 5 with the x is in division. The opposite of division is multiplication. We're going to multiply both sides by 5 and see 5 times x over 5 cancels this. What's remaining here is only x, which is equal to 5 times 2 is 10. To check your answer, put this 10 here. 10 divided by 5. Is it equal to 2? Yes, so everything is alright. Question 7. Question 7, we have 10 plus x is equal to 12 minus x. 10 plus x is equal to 12 minus x. Okay, to solve this, we need to have x alone on a side. Here we have x's on both sides, so we have to remove one of them. If we say plus x here, we can remove this x here. And since it's equation, whatever you do to the side, you have to do the same to the other side, plus x. Then let's see what will happen. X plus x will be 2x. So 10 plus 2x is equal to 12. Because x, negative x with positive x, they cancel each other out. Now we need to get rid of this 10. So we're going to say minus 10 to both sides. Minus 10, minus 10. What will happen here? This minus 10 cancels this 10. What's remaining here is only 2x. And on the other side, 12 minus 10 is equal to 2. Now we have to get rid of this 2 because we need to have x alone on a side. Then this 2 with the x is in multiplication. This is 2 times x. The opposite of multiplication is division. We're going to say divide 2, divide 2. Then you see x is equal to 2 divided 2 is 1. X is equal to 1 is the solution of question 7. Question 10. In question 10 there are brackets, so the first thing you're going to do is expand the brackets. Question 10, 5 times 2x minus 1 is equal to 35. Then the first thing is expanding. 5 is 10, so it will be 10x 5 times 1, because this 5 should be multiplied by both terms in this bracket. 5 times 1 is 5, and the negative comes down, is equal to 35. Now we have a normal equation. Firstly, we need to get rid of this negative 5 by adding 5 to both sides. Then you see 10x is equal to 40. You can't tell the value of x in this step because 10 times which number is 40? Of course, x is 4, but if we do it like the ordinary way, we're going to divide by 10 and divide this by 10. You see x is equal to 40 divided 10 is 4. This is the solution. How can we check the answer? To check the answer, we're going to put 4 in place of the x in the first equation and see will we get the same number on both sides. 2 times 4, we just substituted 4 in place of x, minus 1. Is it equal to 35? Let's calculate. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 1 in the bracket, we will have 7, and 7 times 5 is 35. Yes, it's correct. And the last question in this set is question 16. 5 bracket 2x plus 3 is equal to 7 times x plus 3. Now the first step is to expand. 5 times 2x is 10x, 5 times 3 is 15, equals 7 times x is 7x plus 7 times 3, 21. Now we need to have x alone on a side in order to solve this equation. Then we can say minus 7x here to get rid of the 7x, and minus 7x on the other side to keep the balance because it's an equation. 10x minus 7x is 3x plus 15 is equal to 7x minus 7x will be 0. What's remaining on the sides? Only 21. Now it's time to get rid of this 15. Then minus 15 on both sides. 15 minus 15 is 0. What's remaining here is only 3x equals 21 minus 15 is equal to 6. Now 3 times which number is 6? X is 2. Or to get rid of this 3, we're going to divide both sides by 3. What's remaining here is only x is equal to 6 divided 3 is 2. Done. Simultaneous equations. As you know, there are 3 ways to solve simultaneous equations according to the question. If the question doesn't mention a specific way, you better solve it the way that you are happy with. In this set of exercise, as you see, the question says solve these pairs of simultaneous equations using elimination. Elimination means we need to get rid of one of the variables and then find the value of the other variable, and that will help you to find the value of the first variable. It sounds weird, but when you do it, it's not that hard. Question 1, we have 6x plus 2y is equal to 20, and 2x minus y is equal to 5. Okay. If you don't see the same variable, like here we have 6x, we don't have 6x here. Here we have 2y, we don't have 2y here. We have to make one of the variables the same. Then it's easier to make the 6x out of the 2x if we multiply the second equation by 3, we will get this. So multiply the second equation by 3. Why we do this? Because we want to have 6x in the first equation and another 6x in the second equation. 3 times 2x will be equal to 6x minus 3 times y will be 3y equals 3 times 5 is 15. Now we're going to focus on the first equation, this one, and let's call the first equation, and this equation, let's call this the third equation. We're going to focus on these two. Now we have 6x here and the exact same 6x here, so it means we need to subtract these two equations to get rid of the 6x. Subtract these two equations. 6x minus 6x is 0, so 6x will be cancelled. 2y minus negative 3y. Again, we have 2y, it's minus negative 3. So this negative 3y will be positive because it will be minus negative, it will be positive. 2y with 3y, it will be 5y. That is equal to 20 minus 15 is equal to 5. In this step, we don't have to see more than one variable. If in this step you still see x, it means something went wrong. Go back to the previous step, don't continue. But here, as you see, we have only y. The x is eliminated, it's removed. Now it means we are on a right track, it's correct so far. Then 5y is equal to 5. If we divide both sides by 5, you see y is equal to 1. This is the value of y. Now this one helps us to find the value of x by substituting this one instead of y in any of the equations we have. Let's use the first one or the second, which one you think is easy. 6x plus 2 times y means 2 times 1 is equal to 20. Now simplified, 6x plus 2 is equal to 20. Now get rid of this 2. 6x is equal to 18 because we're going to say minus 2 for both sides. 6 times which number is 18? 3. Or divide both sides by 6. You see x is equal to 18 divided 6 is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. We got the value of y, we got the value of x. Done. Let's do question 5. This is question 5. 2x minus y is equal to 11. 2x minus y is equal to 11. X plus y is equal to 10. X plus y is equal to 10. Now, using elimination, look at the variables. Do we have the same variable? Here 2x, here is x, not same. Here we have y, y. They are kind of the same, but this y is negative and this one is positive. So in this case, when you see the same variable with different sign, we need to add the two equations together. Then when you say negative y plus positive y, it will be 0. But if we subtract them, we will have something like this: negative y minus positive y. That will be negative y minus y. That gives negative 2y. Look, the y didn't eliminate. We couldn't remove the y with minus. That's why we need to add them, because negative y plus positive y will be 0. And in this case, the y will be eliminated. It means the y will be removed. What's remaining is only x, which is the step that we want. Now add these two equations together. 2x plus x will be 3x. Negative y plus y will be 0. 11 plus 10 is equal to 21. Look, 3x is equal to 21. It's so reasonable. 3 times which number is 21? 7. Or divide 3, x is equal to 7. we got the value of x. And this 7 will help us to get the value of y. As you know, the second equation is easier. Then write 7 in place of x. 7 plus y is equal to 10. Straight away you can say y is equal to 3. We got the value of x. We got the value of y. Done. Everything's alright. Let's do question 9. Question 9, 5x minus 2y is equal to 19 and 4x plus 3y is equal to 6. Do you see the same variable? 5x, 4x, not the same. 2y, 3y, not the same. Then which one is easier to be the same? Usually equalize the positive ones. That's easier. Then 5x and 4x, we can make both of them 20 by multiplying this equation by 4. Multiply this by 4 and multiply this one by 5. Why? Because 4 times 5 will be 20x and 5 times 4x will be 20x. Then the 20x's will cancel each other out. 4 will be multiplied by all the terms here. 4 times 5x is equal to 20x. 4 times, the negative comes down. 4 times 2y is equal to 8y. 4 times 19. 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 and 40 is 76. Okay, here. 5 times 4x is equal to 20x. 5 times 3y is equal to 15y. Look, the same sign. Let's copy it. And 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Now, what should we do? Add or subtract? We need to subtract because 20x minus 20x is 0. Then subtract the equations. 20x minus 20x is 0. Negative 8y minus 15y. It will be negative 23y. Again, negative 8y minus 15. It will be something like this. Negative 8y minus, with the plus, the minus remains. That gives negative 23. They have the same sign. We add them with the same sign. Negative 23y. Now, this is not a part of the solution. What we need is here is equal to, we have to subtract these two as well. 76 minus 30 is equal to 46. Now, to get rid of this negative 23, we have to divide both sides by negative 23. Then divide by negative 23, divide by negative 23. Negative 23's will cancel each other. What's remaining on the side is only y. Even the negatives will be cancelled. And here, since one of them is negative, one is positive, of course, the result will be negative. 46 divided by 23 is equal to 2. So y is equal to negative 2. This y will help us to find x. Which one you think is easier? I see this equation is the easiest. Then I'm going to substitute negative 2 in place of y. Then what we have is 4x plus 3 times negative 2 is equal to 6. 3 times negative 2 is equal to negative 6 is equal to, and here 4x. Positive with negative, what's remaining is negative. Okay, now 4x minus 6 is equal to 6. It means 4x is equal to 12 because 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Or you can say plus 6 on both sides. You see 4x is equal to 12. 4 times which number is 12? 3. Well, x is equal to 3. We got the value of y, we got the value of x, we are done. To check your answer, we're going to substitute 3 in place of x and -2 in place of y. We have to get both equations right. Now, if we put 3 here, 5 times 3, 15. We will have 15. If we put -2 in place of this y, -2 times -2 will be +4. 15 plus 4 is equal to 19? Yes. Now here again, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And -2 in place of this y, 3 times -2 is -6. 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Yes, we got both equations right. It means both values of x and y are correct. Done. We did this question because we found the value of x and the value of y. The rest, the questions that I didn't do it in this tutorial, are your task. Do it on your own. Comment below whatever question you have.